So just how overpowered is the luck stat? Well, for a PC flipper, luck can mean everything. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how min-maxing your luck stat can just have parts falling into your inventory for way cheaper than it should be. And today I'm going to be showing you how I built a 1440p powerhouse of a PC for under $1,000 with just RNG. Now, I don't know if you can replicate this build that I'm doing for the same price or around the same price, mainly because you do have to get lucky. But just like Nipsey Hussle said, dedication, hard work plus patience, the sum of all my sacrifice. It just shows you that if you do have some patience, some dedication, that luck eventually will fall into your hands. And I'm gonna show you how it did for me. So let's just go over all the parts. And if you don't know, Newegg has been running the Newegg Shuffle, I guess just to get rid of all their extra inventory. Usually they hold a shuffle for new parts, but now it just feels like they're doing it for their inventory. And three of these parts came off of that shuffle. I got lucky and I won them. Well, I won the ability to purchase them. And the three parts from this build I'm gonna show y'all. But the first part that I got was this case that I got for just $32.10 off of the Newegg Shuffle. It is an Aces A21 case. More on this case later on because I do have a lot to unpack in this video, trust me. The second deal that I got was this motherboard, and this is a B650 Micro ATX from Gigabyte. It is the Gaming Plus Wi-Fi, and I got it for $105 plus some change. And to be honest, whenever I find a motherboard, AM5 motherboard for under $100, I just jump on it, even if I don't have a plan for a build in the future, just because that's at a great price at the moment. That is just a great price for a DDR5 motherboard. The last part I got was the AM Ryzen 7 7700X. Now this just came $150 after tax. It was $160.50, and it also came with a free 240 AIO. It is the Mag Cooler Liquid A13. And like I said, I was just $160, but let's just round off the rest of the parts. I did get this Gen 4 NVMe by Patriot for $51 and like 39 cents. Then I got a 32 gigabyte kit of DDR5 by King Spec for $65.26. This also came off of Newegg. Just come to think of it, I got all my parts from Newegg. It's stuff for the graphics card, which is crazy. um, and then lastly, I did get this power supply 750 for only $53.39. Now, if you don't know, Cobra Power, this is a PCIe 5.1 ATX and 3.1 power supply, and it is actually C on the tier list. Once I found out Cobra Power was C on the tier list, I started buying a lot of these, mainly because, well, I was buying them before because of the 80 plus gold, but now that I know it's a C tier, I'm definitely jumping on them. The 650 watt has only been for $40, and this one was $50. So yeah, I'm gonna get them every time as long as they're under $50. And then I did get some fans for the case because the case doesn't come with fans. I got a 5 pack for $19.33. I could have just went with a 3 pack for like around $12, but I wanted to put three up front and one in the back. And then lastly, the GPU I got off at Mercari. And like I said, I would have went with the RX 9060 XT brand new off of Newegg for around 350. After taxes it would have been like 370, 380. But I found this one off Mercari for $480 something dollars. But then Mercari gave me a 10% discount. And after all of the fees and extra discounts that I had on top of it, it only came out to $487.87. So that was a no-brainer for me. Under $500 for a 5070. I did check it out. It does work. But let's get into the build. So real quick, this is the ports for the motherboard. Decent ports. I wish they would have took like one of the display ports out and put it one more USB. Everything looks right. They come with the IO shield. It does have 4 slots for DDR5, and then it does have 2 slots for M.2. One graphics card spot. I actually hate when they put the CMOS under where the graphics card is, mainly because I have to take the graphics card out just to get to CMOS. I know they have that little CMOS. I think it's right here, but still. Also, it comes with flashback, so do have a flashback on here, and there goes the thing. So the first game I tried was Expedition 33. I had it on a high preset. It was at 1440p, and yeah, I was running DLSS, and this was because the game isn't competitive, but it looked nice. It ran smooth. I had no hiccups, and that was actually across the board. Whether I was running around the main land, I guess you could say, battling a foe, or even cutscenes. I know cutscenes could give you problems, but yeah, it ran 76 FPS per second on average, and its low was around 51. So yeah, it was a good game. The next game I played was Marvel Rivals, and the game ran just as expected at 1440p. This time I didn't have any upscaling, and that's because this is a competitive game. But it was averaging around 115 frames per second with a 1% low of 81. Ran very smoothly. Yeah, I have no issue with this. This is definitely a game I would love to play at 1440p with this combination of the 7700X and the 5070. The 5070 looks like it's balling right now. So I did get some resurgence, and this was at 1440p. For some reason, I always default to the balance preset, but yeah, it averaged 154 frames, ran smoothly as expected. I have ran with similar combo with the 7700 instead of 7700X CPU. And yeah, I can say this is definitely a 1440p graphics card, and 5070 is handling this game quite well. So the last game I played was Indiana Jones before I did the benchmarking, and yeah, I had it at a high preset 1440p. It averaged 135. I'm pretty sure DLSS was on. Then I decided to do some ray tracing, so I put it on medium ray tracing. To my surprise, it averaged 85 with the lows even in the 80s. Then I tried high ray tracing. Yeah, I guess it was playable at 30 frames. 30 frames is playable, right? But then I did full ray tracing. Yeah, just don't do that. Just don't do it. It's bad on your eyes. Wear glasses or something. Okay, so here are a couple of benchmarks. The first one is Cyberpunk, and yeah, for some reason FSR was on, but I'm pretty sure I put on DLSS, but it reset itself. But it's at its high preset, and it's averaged 136 frames. It did nicely, but then I just went balls to the wall and put it on ray tracing ultra, and yeah, shockingly it hit 70 frames, and that's on the high preset with DLSS on. of course. But yeah, I think this is the graphics card that you should be aiming for. And yeah, thank you, RNG. I also ran the Black Myth Wukong benchmark, and yeah, I tried it on its very high preset with DLSS on, and it averaged 63 frames. Then I tried it with medium ray tracing, but I actually lowered the preset to a high preset, and that averaged 58 frames. So definitely playable. It looks beautiful with ray tracing on at those levels. So I'll definitely give it a try on that. And yeah, that's almost averaging 60 frames. It actually had a high 67. But yeah, that's it. So how OP is luck? Well, if you ever get a chance to redo your luck counter, max it out because it is extremely OP. And I'm gonna show you on a time spot score. Now, I know time spot score isn't everything. So y'all, I got a score of 20,317. I paid only $975.83. That's a cent per frame of 4.8 cents per frame. That's probably a record for me. Uh yeah, that's crazy because I am going to try to flip this for 1,300 on Facebook Marketplace, but that's after I try drywall, which is going to be 1,400 for at least 2 weeks. It might be a month if it doesn't sell before I put it on Facebook Market. All right, so I actually ended up selling it on Facebook Marketplace. I did have it on drywall for a couple weeks, but it did sell on Facebook Marketplace. Now I'm guessing the reason why is even though I had it competitively priced, it's just Java is pretty much saturated, and also you're looking at shipping and handling fees, taxes too. Here, no taxes, no shipping and handling, and that's all right because that's more money for me. But yeah, another like the craziest thing is I got everything off of the Newegg shuffle except for the graphics card and the fans and the RAM, which the RAM was under $70. Just be on the lookout for deals. They are floating on deals. The 5070 cost me under $500, and on the used market, 5070 prices are coming down. Even brand new, like at Best Buy, I saw it under MSRP for 542. So this is a great graphics card if you can actually find it for around 500, even 550. I even go up to MSRP with this graphics card, especially if you can find a lot of deals around it. Uh, but yeah, the case looks nice. The color scheme, I didn't even try it. It was actually it all came out black and gray, which was yeah. Hey man, it's luck, right? But yeah, the back right here are not pillaways. You actually can screw and replace them. This right here is magnetized, so you can clean your fans easy. Building in it was simple. It had no problems. It's one of my favorite micro ATX cases. Especially, it's hard to find ones that are not or hard to find micro ATX cases that are not fish tank style. But this one looks nice, pretty big. I even like recommend this at its regular price, but $30 was just a steal. But yeah, this is what happens when RNG blesses you. You make a great PC, a 1440p PC that can actually bring you profit if you are a flipper. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's your boy Chef Bar, you a dad, and do all that good stuff with subscribing and stuff. I know I never say that, but I'm appreciated. I am appreciative of everybody who has subscribed to me. And I know it's been a while since I've been making videos. So, yep. Until next time, it's your boy Chef Bar, you a dad.